Alright, in this video I'm going to show you the dashboard. Voila! This is the default view for everybody. So if you don't like it, you do have some choices. But this is typically what most people leave it at, just because it's easy and then you don't have to mess with it. So on dashboard view, you have your courses that are in cards, right? So these are all nice. You can click on one of these. So say you don't like it has some real long name, the official code or whatever. I can click on these little three dots up here and I can give my course a nickname. So I'm going to name this nickname course just because I want to. You can also assign it a color. So just like in the calendar, I can pick one of these, or if you want to Google hex color codes, you can pick any color and paste it here and it'll do the same thing. And say this is not your first period, but maybe your third, fourth, whatever, you can also move this. Move it to the top, up, down, bottom. So you can move these things around using this menu right here. Okay. So that's what you can do with each one of those. Now, notice if I pick a color, I think it has a color, but the color's not there. And you're like, oh, why is that? I want my colors. So if you go up to the top dashboard on the right, where these little three dots are up here, I can click on color overlay and boom, adds colors. Sweet. You have now beefed up your dashboard view to make it look nicer. Or if you are not into colors, you can just leave it plain and whatever picture's there is what's there. Alright, so say you don't like this card thing. I can also click on these three dots and notice I have two other options. I have list view, I have recent activity. So list view, let's do that one first. Just like the name implies, it shows a list. This is not very exciting. There's not a whole lot you can do with this. It literally shows today, tomorrow, and I believe the weekend or the next few days. Nothing too fancy. And if you had more stuff, it would show like things that are due on each day. So kind of bland, kind of boring. But if you're into lists, this is your jam. You can also click on today. Oh, nothing planned today. Well, if you had more stuff assigned, you could go down and scroll through and kind of look ahead. And if you click today, it'll bring you back to the top. So that is list view. Again, not very exciting. And the last one is recent activity. Also something that might not be too, I don't know, intuitive. Because notice, it just shows anything that's any notifications, new stuff that's been assigned, discussions that have been updated, anything that's been recent activity in your courses, just like the name says. So again, this will just show you a list, and it's kind of grouped on type of thing. It's like it'll show assignment, discussion, quizzes, due date changed, something updated, an announcement, stuff like that. That's all it shows here. And so I typically leave it on card view because that's just easiest. And oh, instead of say I don't like that where that is, I can take this and move it on down here. So you can click, drag and drop, or you can use the little menu. And then these little boxes, this is why I like this. So instead of doing recent activity, I can just leave it here. And if you have anything new, it'll have a little icon and a number. So like that's discussions, and I have two new discussions that I have to look at. So this kind of tells you if things show up. And there's no number by them, like this one doesn't have a number. That means I've already viewed everything, or I'm up to date, nothing's new, so I'm good to go. So that is dashboard view.